What is going on, bourbon lovers and YouTube pipe community? I'm gonna just make a quick announcement real fast here. Obviously, those of you that are in the YouTube pipe community already know who I am. Those of you that are following this for the first time because you see bourbon in the title, I'm in the YouTube pipe community. It's an online group on YouTube here that we're into pipe smoking, pipe tobacco, cigars, pretty much everything like that, pipe making. Been a member of that community now for probably going on 15 years. But I'm gonna do a separate reviews here on bourbons. I'm gonna create my own bourbon playlist so you can go through. If you don't wanna see pipe smoking tobacco reviews, you can just go to my bourbon reviews list. Basically what I wanna do is, this one will be the longer video for the intro. I'm gonna go around my cellar, my bourbon bar. I've been wanting to do this for years. I call it PAPPYS cellar. I started to do this a few years ago and I ran out of time. I just started going way too fast and skipping things. I want to do it right this time. Basically, I'm wanting to go all around through all my bourbons and narrow down and determine what my favorite and my best bourbon I have in my collection. I mean, I have an idea with the allocated obvious stuff like the Pappy Van Winkles and stuff like that. But I'm going to scale everything from a rating system of 1 through 10. And anything 8 or above is going to be written down. I'm going to write everything down. But 8 through 10 on the scale, rating scale, is going to get put aside at the end. And I'm going to do blind reviews from all those that I picked and determine what my best favorite bourbon is in my bar. I mean, obviously not everybody can get the allocated stuff. Some stuff might be surprised. It might be a $40, $50 bottle that'll sneak in there. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be a fun adventure to try. I started collecting bourbon probably 20, 25 years ago. And throughout the years, it's just gotten crazy. I am proud to say that everything in my collection, I never paid over $200 a bottle for. But obviously some of this stuff is really old and I've had for years. I got a lot of funny bourbon stories throughout the years that I've met with people and talked to store picks owners about store picks and stuff like that, and some good stories. But we're going to get into I'm going to do 2 tonight for the first round. We're going to do Old Scout Rye single barrel. This is 4-year-old, 58.1 proof. I know the camera's kind of far away, but obviously you can see I like this bourbon. I'm here in West Virginia, so Old Scout stays true to my heart, Smooth Ambler. And we're going to also do what I believe is one of my favorites. It's a Knob Creek. This says 120 proof, 9-year, but it's actually one of my store picks, and it's actually 15 years. And I believe it was still right about 120 proof. So this was an excellent bourbon. I still have plenty of those in stock as well. We're going to do these 2 tonight and see if one of them or if both of them reach the 8 to 10 scale. I'm going to state that I am absolutely no professional when it comes to bourbons. I just know what I like and don't like. This isn't going to be a bourbon channel where it's going to be very instructional, informational. I'm not going to get into the makers, the distillers, all the information. There's so many channels on YouTube that you can go to for all that already to begin with. So basically this is just me for fun, wanting to actually find out what I think my favorite bourbon is and go from there and do some blind tastings when we get through all these. As you can see behind me, I have a lot of the Buffalo Trace antique collection. I have one of my prized possessions, of course, the PAPPYS, but a Willet that is a 21-year-old. Never be able to get this, never be able to afford this again. It is a 21-year-old, 110 proof. Look at it! And the bottle is 55 of 123. Obviously, I believe that that will be one of my top picks, if not the winner. We'll see. But this one here is the Knob Creek store pick first. And again, like I said, I'm no professional. I honestly do not get a lot of nose with the smell on my bourbons. I get mainly oak, vanillas, some spice. To me, I'm just getting instant alcohol smell to this. A little bit of almost like a pine sol. Maybe some wood, some oak. I said that's the 9-year Knob Creek. This is the Smooth Ambler 4-year rye. This one I'm getting almost like a strong peanut smell. We're gonna go ahead and give the Knob or the Old Scout 4-year a sip first. And this came out a couple years ago. When I was just at my local store the other day, they have this one now. It's also a 4-year, so I had to buy it. It's 58.5 proof. This one was 58.1 proof. So I'm assuming it's the same stuff. It's MGP. Barrel number 32027, distilled in Indiana. I'm not going to open this one when I still have that one. Recently, I just got back into bourbons. The new ones I had just bought this past week. I bought the Jack Daniel's single barrel. This one is 126.1 proof. The 4-year-old rye I just showed you. Old Elk cigar cut. I just bought that today, actually. And I just snagged the Old Elk Infinity Blend. I just got that today as well. So I'll be doing all of these along with everything else. I'm not going to obviously do same bottles of the same, bourbon. That one was pretty flat, the rye. I don't know if it got too much air. It's been sitting here for a while and there's not much left in the bottle. I didn't really pick up a lot. It was spicy. Definitely a little bit of peanut coming through. I'm definitely not going to give that a top 8 to 10 on the scale. Let's get to the Knob Creek. Instantly reminds me, this one I was blown away when I first tried this. Like I said, this was the store pick. The viscosity of this is really thick. It coats my whole mouth. That's what I like in bourbons. The finish isn't real long, but instantly it just coats your tongue and down your throat like caramel spice. It smells sweet. It smells, the oak's definitely there. Caramel, sugar daddy. The finish isn't really long, but it's still a good bourbon. Out of the two, I definitely like the Knob Creek store pick better. I'll get better as I go along with these bourbon reviews. Like I said, this is just for my entertainment. Hopefully you want to follow along and we'll get through all my list and we'll see what my favorite bourbon is. Maybe it'll be a surprise. Maybe I'll match it. Like I said, when I get everything 8 through 10 rating, I'm going to do blind taste tests of them all. I'm going to crack them down and see which one wins. I'll be doing these reviews maybe every Saturday night, if not maybe twice a week. Tag along for some fun. We'll get through these and we'll see what we like. Hope you boys and girls have a good weekend. Talk to you boys and girls later.